Hello, all, and welcome to the channel. Today is very big beginnings of new things to come, new rejuvenations. I am so excited to be presenting the Rantings of a Mad Raven, one of our first podcast channels that we are going to be casting on this site. And today we're not having any topics in particular. We're just merely going over the platform that we're using to help this with being such a catalyst and how you guys can join in on our podcasts and our talks. So let's get into it. I'm so excited to get it started, and yep, let's get it going. And let's get it started. Welcome. This is Seekerschat. So, today we are going to be hosting the very first podcast of Rantings of a Mad Raven. Today we're going to be outlining the platform that we are hosting on. I am so excited to be introducing everybody. Today we've got the creators of Seekerschat, the owners, the people who are going to give us the know-how of how all this is going. And also, I am introducing for the first time today my co-host Ravenblood, who's going to be doing a lot of these podcasts with us. So, without further ado, hi everybody.
Hi, hey Raven, Ravenblood,
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello. So
Timber,
excited.
Derek.
So, um, part of all this was I wanted to show what an amazing platform this was. Seekerschat is a chat site group for friends where you can come and integrate with everybody, have a smoke out, have a relaxing time, and where everyone can commune. And I thought this would be a wonderful platform to run the podcast from. And I wanted to use this as an opportunity to show everybody out there how this platform is ran, how it was created, where did all this start from. And I'm going to pass off the baton to Misty. And let her explain a little bit more into all that history. And we'll get started
Yeah,
from there.
so thank you for having me and having us, the Seekers Chat team. Let me first introduce our team, the founders, the creators of the site. I'm Misty. We have Timber, there, Timber, who's in black and white, and Derek, who is there from broadcasting from his car on seekerschat.com. So we started this site in started building the site in August of last year, when a popular website, Tiny Chat, decided to shut down in, I believe, in December of 2024. So we decided to build our own community because of the great friends that we created. We had, so Raven, as an example, who has finally brought us on the podcast here. That's how I met her. We met on Tiny Chat. And when that ended, it felt like we lost that connection. So we decided, Timber, Derek, and I decided that we build our own community, our own website that'll build more community with a growth mindset so that we can have connection and creativity and in cozy spaces. That's our mission. Our mission is to foster such connections in a cozy space, and this is what the site looks like today. Timber, Derek, what would you like to say about us?
So we built this site because few other websites that we've been into also had issues with safety, and servers were a big issue. So we mainly wanted to we eliminated all of that by making having one of the best servers out there, and we made sure that this place is a lot more secure because we have one of the best DDoS protections out there, and a lot of websites don't have that. So basically, we wanted to build something safe for everybody to use, and where people can stay at home and just communicate with people in the end of the day. And we have a few features, and I would like for you guys to like check it out when you join, basically.
Yeah.
And Derek.
The biggest plus is the ban button works.
Yes.
Like going off of what Timber said, there was a lot of crazy. Even though we loved the site, there was a lot of crazy behavior there. It's not somewhere like you could invite a family member to or something like that. You get a weird look. But like I really do feel like we've created a place that's good enough here. Like my stepmom's on the site. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about it that freaks people out. Like you don't have to be afraid of what you or your friends are going to see on here. We've done a really good job of keeping it wholesome, um, and keeping you protected. You don't have to deal with jerks in the chat room on this platform. Like you have full control for your moderation of your room. Um, and yeah, that's basically it. I just hope it's a place where good people come and hang out.
uh, this place is definitely for everyone. We want people to join us and build find use this space to build a community. That's how I met Timber and Derek and Ravenblood. We all met online from different parts of the world in different walks of life, and we're all from a different place, but we come together in one space. And that was Tiny Chat at one point, and it had its own issues. We took what was the beautiful essence of what Tiny Chat was, bringing people together, and we made it even better with Seekers Chat, where it is cozier, and it's community driven, and we want everyone to have this experience. In 2023, they said that the Surgeon General said loneliness is a epidemic, and it continues on, and the world is getting bigger and also smaller at the same time. But this is a space where we can feel connected, seen, and heard, and that's what we want to bring to everyone. Where you seek where you belong. What you seek is seeking you. So that's what we want. And Raven, if you would like me to talk about the promo, I can, or if you want to talk about
Oh yeah,
this
no, I
site
was gonna
too.
get right into the promo. You're about to get me tearful, man. I just love it. I'm like, yeah, love you guys. Like, oh, I
You've
love
been
it.
such a great friend of mine, that, and we will continue to have this great connection. Nothing can, keep us away, because this is where we've come together at the end of the day. Wherever I am, whether we're mobile or I'm sitting in my house, this site is the doorway for our connection. So I'm so glad that we have this. Speaking of our promo, currently we're opening tomorrow, Friday, March 21st, and this promo goes all the way to the end of March 21st, April 21st. And those who join this between this time will get $40 credit. So it's a wallet system. Whatever money you put into the wallet, that you can use towards your membership, or you can also create your own room. So as a starter, as a promotion, those who join Seekers Chat, you will get a $40 credit right off the bat, and you can use that towards your Seeker membership, which is $7 a month, and $30 for the room. But because you have $40, you can create your own room for a whole month, or you can have 5 months of membership with the $7. So you use it how you will, and you get that great credit in your account when you join Seekers Chat today. I mean, tomorrow until April 21st. That's our opening promo. Really take advantage of that and just come and build and grow together.
Yes. I am so excited. I hope you all take opportunity. Also, I'm going to throw on the platform of Rantings of a Mad Raven and how we come upon Seekers Chat. I really was looking for a nice platform to run the podcast on, and every platform I was finding I wasn't really that happy with, and a lot of the live streams even I wasn't very happy with the fact that none of the subscribers could really interact with the conversations other than a rolling chat that's so fast you have to pause to read it. So I really wanted a more integrated platform where everyone can commune and everyone can integrate and people can join podcasts and join in conversations and we can get more of a universal outlook. And Seekers Chat is the place to do it, guys. You want to boost your channels, you want to have an awesome podcast space that involves a whole group, and you don't like dealing with the Zoom lag BS, and you don't like dealing with the audio and the video going out on Discord, and you don't want to deal with all the stuff that's going on with the whole Twitch universe. We're not even going there. So, why don't you try this? Why don't you check out this? This is a wonderful opportunity. I love the video quality on here. The audio quality is pristine. And I really feel like this is a great catalyst to helping with your channels. I hope that y'all notice this and see this and recognize this for what the beautiful community and culture that everyone has created in this place. And also, yeah, I just wanted to throw out for the whole Ravenlaced podcast channel. Me and Ravenblood's going to be my co-host. We're going to have many discussions on here, mythology related, but also we're going to go amongst many different topics of DIY, all avenues of conversation. Politely, we are keeping current politics out of this room, so we will talk about historical politics respectfully, but at the same time, there is just an avenue that we don't want to really represent towards this space. So these are topics that, if you're into it, throw on that subscribe, smash that freaking like, and let's continue on, and we'll get on with the conversation. I just wanted to throw that in.
Wish you the most success with your podcast, Raven.
Yeah. So excited.
Hey, we wish y'all nothing but success with this website because we're all going to be using it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, let's be humble here. Like, we're all in this together now.
Right,
It's not
we
just
all-
our success with the podcast; it's also y'all's success too. Because you know
And
that's how we
also,
work together.
I hope this becomes successful with other influencers and other people, and you
I
know,
think
finding
when they realize-
communities, you feel real, like you feel you have real bonds and real friendships, and not fake friendships, like real communities. You know, it's just nice.
I think when people see that the chat rooms, especially in event mode, if that's how we did it, like not only can you have a few cams running, but you can have thousands of people in the chat box while you're recording. And I do, that is a real number. That's how many people our rooms can hold. So I think with a little bit of moderation and you know, people being respectful and keeping their mics off while people are recording, I think it's like an amazing like behind the scenes type thing people can do when they record. Like not all podcasts are like video too, but even if it was just audio, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of times people are just using these outdated programs that aren't really, they just don't work. And I've seen it over and over again. Or they use other chat sites because they want that interactive reaction with other people. And they were using things like Omegle and Pal. I know, like, they tried Pal Talk and stuff, and like they tried different avenues. I do not believe Pal Talk allows their stuff to be on YouTube. Yeah, I think they're the one. But Omegle has allowed it. Why? Because they got 15 million views. You know, people like reactionary conversations. They like the whole getting together and group interactions together. And man, that's what keeps us coming to the site is, you know, when we want to come home and you're just tired of the world and tired of that social interaction of reality, but you still understand that we're human. We need social interaction. This is all integrated into our systems. You can't, you know, you get lonely, you get social issues, socialization issues by pulling yourself away from society. It's good to have socialization, and this creates a safe platform for everybody to socialize and meet all different walks of life. And I just love that's what chat sites always brought to me, and I feel like in a world where everything's kind of a little crazy right now, I do feel like this is just such a zen, awesome thing to have, um, you know, to party out
Yes,
to.
I would say, and I mean, we haven't talked in depth about the moderation, but if those of you who know about Tiny Chat, there was a lot of issues with trolls and the ban button not working. Like Derek said, the ban button works. Here it's built in such a way that you have control over that, and you don't have to worry about those things. So you can feel comfortable in this space because it's safe. And it's definitely under our control because we're on it, with the moderation, and then obviously it's in your hands as well, being a room owner, that you can control that. So, and it works. Once you ban somebody, they're banned. So, and also that because the site is, um, has a great price point as a membership, it's something that people will, I think, attract people to even just show up more and be present in here, not just cause chaos or any kind of, um, dissonance in the chat room. So I think it'll bring better conversations, to this space.
But I do want to ask one question on that, Misty, because this is out of all. We have
Mm-hmm.
had this experience, each and every one of us individually, as far as our personal internet experiences on different chat sites and different websites, especially when it comes to people that get banned,
Mm-hmm.
the VPN problem. That
Yeah,
So if that has been taken care of, and that was one of my concerns that I didn't want addressed privately, I actually wanted to make this into the video because this is something that people might ask.
that's
And
a
I do
great
want to
question.
bring this something up that way it's already addressed, it's already done. This gives the 100% reassurance for anyone who potentially wants to use our site, the y'all site. I want
Yeah.
y'all to give the opportunity to full come out clear that like the VPN stuff that we dealt with in the past, that's no longer an issue. Or if people try to find a way to get around your firewalls or systems, like
No.
what can you say for the creator, for you guys being the creators, what can you guys say that can give
So
people 100% guaranteed, no shadow of a doubt, that when they get on and they push that ban button, that that person is not coming back or there's not going to be any further issues from that moment? Can you give them that reassurance?
yeah,
Yes.
so basically what we have a system called fingerprint ban on our site. So it takes the fingerprint off your router basically, right? And it blocks you completely out. So the person can probably join back with a completely different connection, but there's only about maybe they have 2 or 3 devices at home that they can join from before they get banned. The thing about VPN was you can create multiple hundreds of accounts using VPN, but fingerprint ban works in a way that it directly bans the router, or your computer system's fingerprint, whatever it picks up first, and then it just puts their fingerprint on ban completely. So people cannot keep coming back in, trolls especially. Yeah.
And buying a new router every week is going to get pricey.
True that. True that. But no, I definitely that's always been a question of I know everyone has that burning question of like how secure is all these websites these days, and internet security is always going to be a big fucking issue for all of us, even privately in our own private lives. That's always a big issue for a lot of people. So it's good to hear that you guys did put a lot of consideration into that when making the website, because that is always going to be something of concern for people that are wanting to try something different, but they don't want to go through the horrible experiences that they had before, especially if they're coming from old platforms that we did. So, and I'm not trying to give them too much credit for what they are, but TC's dead, so I'm not okay. So I'm okay with talking about them because that website's not coming back. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah,
So, but
and
the
I don't want
experiences we
people to
had with
confuse it.
that, I'm glad that you guys took those experiences of the things that we enjoyed at the very beginning of that website, the things we saw change and transform during that website till its final ending phases of it. I'm glad you guys took note of all these little experiences and you said, hey, we're going to make a platform that's literally going to be not a mirror of this, but a better version of this. And I like that. I like that you're being innovative in that way of actually taking security more seriously versus some other sites that I will personally not mention. So I just wanted you guys to hear that from me, that you guys are doing awesome in that field, and I definitely had to ask that question.
No worries. Yeah, and I don't want people to confuse like, yes, it's a chat site, but um, I mean the way we did it is completely different than a lot of those other sites. Um, but I hopefully people never even have to hit the ban button. Is what I'm hoping for, because like we're not trying to attract those kind of people. And also, you know, blast from the past, like the we have company moderate, so it's like it's not like it's all on you anyway as a room owner. You have company employees who are going to be, trolling the site and looking for violations like that. So you will see us in your room at some point if you open one, just popping in, saying hey, and making sure everything's good, and then popping out, and you'll see that, daily.
And that's awesome because, to be honest, on my personal account, from when I've been, on the internet since freaking 2010, to be honest with you, is when I really got onto the internet world. Like, yeah, that's always been an issue. That's always been an issue, and it's so nice and humbling to hear that from somebody that understands that same dilemma that each and every one of us will probably go through at one point. If you haven't gone through it, you will go through it at least one point because of how vast. And I know this is probably one of the topics that just coincidentally comes up. But I have a love hate relationship with social medias and technology. So if it sounds like I'm like back and forth on it, like I've come to this point in my life with social media that like it can be a great tool for connection. It can be a great tool to bring people together, bring ideas together, bring a lot of fruition and good things into this world. But at the same token, on the same side of the other hand, you can use it to your detriment too. And we've seen that.
Mhm.
I've seen that. And it's, you got to respect the tool that's been given to you. It's the same thing if you have a power tool. It can do great things and build you great things, or it can cause you great calamities too. And so I want, to everyone to have that kind of like idea that like we love this platform. This is what how we got together in the first place. Like this is a beautiful thing. But I can testify and honestly say that I've had to step back from the internet a couple times. I've had to step back from technology a couple times, and wasn't easy, especially in the world that we live in. Everything's connected by a cell phone, techno or laptop or some kind of computer system, your bank, your phone, your whatever. It's all connected on the internet. Like you have to live in that society. But that does not mean you have to be a slave to it.
I'm going to interject really quickly. I just wanted to show a few features on my screen to all those viewers who are watching currently right now. This is like if you have your cam up and so once you get in your wallet, you will see that $40 will be accredited to your wallet. You go to membership, you can just click on either you can have a membership, or if you want to host your own room, you can hit the $30 one, sorry, where you would host your own room. And so this is the layout of the video, and this is what, like, if you have the chat down below would look like. Also, let's say I want to look at my room info. I can, where's my name? Oh, there you go, on click on the room name and it will open up the description of the room. You can see members. You can share this room on your other platforms, Facebook, I don't know, Tumblr, all X is on there, all these different Pinterest are on there, Reddit's on there. So there's different platforms you can use to try to share it. You can, I believe, copy the link as well. Is that available or?
I think so.
Okay. Um,
I didn't even know you could even post these kind of things on Pinterest. That's interesting.
Right. Yeah, they have upgraded their platform a lot than just pictures lately. I've noticed that their growth has been a lot more vast lately. So I just wanted to show the cool features of the room on the channel real quick, not to interject the conversation. I
Oh
love
no,
it.
you're
Yeah.
good. You're good on that, sis.
But yeah, just showing that to all the viewers, letting you see what you get in the site, how the layout looks, and like if you want to just keep the chat open and talk, you can have the screen looking like this. And how many? 16 cameras.
Yes, a room can hold up to 16 cameras, but more than 16 people obviously can be in the chat as well. So we can have up to as many people in the chat, and then have up to 16 cameras on video and audio.
Right. So politely, if you join my podcast, I ask that if you join on, you don't join on with open mic, and that you wait your turn to speak and be courteous to the conversations, and also to follow the Seekerschat rules and the YouTube applied rules. And if you do say anything, I'm gonna have to bleep everything out with quack quack. So I don't want to spend 16 hours of editing with a million things of quack quacks. All right, because this is gonna be like a real day for me. So
Hmm.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna lie, this. I'm glad you put that in consideration on our last private talk about that. I'm perfectly fine with every F word or whatever being quack quack quack. I'm sorry, that's just hilarious to me.
Listen, like
Sorry to interject, but I'm sorry. I just had the image in my head and I had to say it.
Quack.
quack. I just I also want you guys to just see, how much of an interaction. If you don't want to be on cam, you can still text and chat. I can still read it. We can still conversate through chat this way as well. So you don't have to be on cam if you don't want to be on cam. There's no pressure towards that. Uh, now here's the question: Do I noticed when people came in, they had the money in the wallet, and before they got the membership, you were able to go into the room. Are you able to read chat in the room without the membership, but you just can't cam up?
So when you join the site, when you sign up, and we see that you are a new user that signed up, you don't then we credit the wallet with $40. The user has to go and use the set $40 towards getting their Seeker membership, which is the $7. So you have to go to the membership and get the Seekers membership, which is $7, using the wallet money. Then you will be able to get into the video and audio. But until then, as a new user, you can only text chat. You can't get on video and audio. So that's how the site will work, is that when you sign up, you get into the site, but to activate your membership, you need to add that $7 from your wallet and purchase the Seeker membership plan, which is $7. So the $40 credit can go towards that 1 month membership of $7, and then the remaining money, you can use it towards making your own room, or you can use it for the rest of the months that you have until you can add more money into your wallet.
I just want to clear all that up so
Yep.
everyone knows. Is like is outlined in our discussions. I'm too excited, you guys. I'm
The
about to smoke one and
And
enjoy a 420 on the side. Cheers.
just so everybody knows, uh, we did it that way for kind of a reason. I like the wallet system because you can top it up whenever you want, but you're never going to get an overdraft fee because Seekers Chat went through on the first of the month and you had $5 in your account. You're never going to have to worry about that. You just top up your wallet on the site.
Yep. That's how all of our transactions will be, and we have a future intention of those as well, because this money can be used for, today we use it for membership and for room ownership, but in the future it could be for other things, and we're working on that as we speak today. So there's a lot more. We have a roadmap of what up features that are coming up in the future. So that is why we want to really bring people in today, so that they can use it and get familiar with the product and the site, and just start building a community. Then as we progress, as we grow together, we'll improve the features and add more for everyone to use. So the wallet, I think, like Derek said, is one of the best things, because you'll never, it's the money's in your control. You do what you want with it, and it won't affect your bank necessarily, because the wallet is where it ends.
And that kind of goes into like, I feel like somebody's gonna eventually ask like why we're charging money to be on the site. and that is a huge difference between any of the other chat platforms that you see. The only thing you could really compare it to would be maybe Discord, because they charge for Nitro. But when you have these free platforms, these completely free platforms, like even when you look at StumbleChat, there's not even any ad space on StumbleChat. So, you know, when you have the free platforms, they just kind of put them up and leave them there forever. Like, you're never going to get any new features. You're never going to get any kind of quality control. There's going to be things that are broken with it there that they're just going to look at you and be like, "Well, that's what you got. It's free. What do you want?" So, if you can just charge even a couple bucks, um that's the difference, because we're going to put all of that back into the product and continuously improve it. It's like the way it looks today is not the way it's going to look 10 years from now. Yeah.
So my input that I want to interject on that, I totally 100% agree with you. I am not going to disagree with you on that. I think if you are a creator of any kind, whether you are a craftsman, craftswoman, you make a website, selling stuff online, whatever it is, don't sell your stuff for free. I've always believed in that philosophy. If you're putting your time, your energy into and pouring everything into something that you love and that you're babying and trying to give birth into this awful world of things that want to destroy it, then no, you should definitely charge what you feel is right. Like every artist out there should definitely have the confidence to say, look, we put this much time in, we put this much blood, sweat, and tears in. I deserve something out of this, even
Mhm.
if it is for something good. And then I hate to say it, but there is that selfish little part of you that does want something out of it because you do deserve something out of hard work. You should feel like
Yeah.
you should feel that. So I believe that, making people pay for the site, I think it's a good idea. And your prices are not, and that's one thing I have seen on websites is that, sometimes these memberships are, you can't pay it. You just can't pay it. Or if you miss a payment, then it either overcharges your bank, and now you got to battle with your bank, and then you got to dispute other stuff.
Mhm.
Like it's a nightmare.
I have
And
some
so what you
beef.
guys are doing and how you guys have it set up for your payment system is brilliant. Like to put the power in your hands of
Listen,
what you want to
listen.
do with it is
I
amazing.
got a story. I got a story for y'all.
Go
You
for
want
it.
to hear y'all? You want to hear a story about
Oh,
Tiny
hell
Story
yeah.
Chat?
time.
Would you
Story
like to?
time.
Yes,
Would you
tiny
like to
story time.
hear a Tiny Chat story I had? The very first time I paid any dues on Tiny Chat, my account got hacked. All these charges started happening where it was like weird charges from different websites started happening all across my account, and over $3,000 was tried to be hacked from my account. And I have security on my account, so it was flagged right away. And obviously, this didn't go through, and I didn't get in trouble. And thank you, Chase, for being an awesome bank that way. I appreciate that from them, and that was kudos on their part. But for real, though, within the first payment on Tiny Chat got hacked so bad, I had to get a new card, new everything. Next month rolls around and I'm sitting there like, how am I going to pay for this? Like, I didn't want to pay for it because my account got freaking hacked. So it was like, yeah, fucking Tiny Chat for having that moment. Just gonna say, rest in peace, that fucking site. I'm over it.
and I and I think that is another reason to charge at least a couple bucks, because you know another downfall to having a free site that's open completely to the public is it's a free site that's open completely to the public. So just by charging a few dollars, you're going to keep the broke ass trolls off your website. And we've literally, that's why we made it like this, because in order to troll this website, you are going to need very, very, very deep pockets, because it's going to cost you a lot of money every single time you do it. So eventually you're going to run out. And then you have to deal with the fact that there's company moderators always watching to see who's on there. So if you try and come back in, we're going to see you. So it really is just like completely Fort Knox as far as when you compare it to any of the other platforms out there.
Exactly. Which is why I stayed and had to interject with, like, no, the prices you guys are charging for the reasons of what you already stated at the very beginning of this podcast is more than enough to solidify any reason of doubt in my mind, just being now a first time user on this site. Let's put that in mind too, you guys. You have the creators here, you have one person who's kind of been a middle person in the in between as far as information, and someone who's been completely on the outside of this, who had no idea this was even cooking in the background, who had no idea of the features of what they have put into it and how they're making it work. So you're getting it from all points of view. Like, let's make this very clear, you're getting it from all points of view of every kind of way you can think of, from the first time user, the intermediate user, all the way to the people that are creating this. So
Timber, did you say you were going to say something, Timber?
Timber,
Yeah.
please.
So a small thing that I wanted to add is that we want this website to be accessible by anyone, right? So it's very lightweight on your systems. So any mobile phone with like a basic Cortex processor will be able to run it flawlessly, or any dual modern day dual core computer, or like a 10-year-old quad core computer will be able to run the site. At least open like 3 tabs of the same site and run simultaneously. And that's one thing which we planned was the optimization. This site is very well optimized when it comes to that aspect. Yeah.
I would like to also point out that Eye of Sauron is on his mobile right now, actually. So if you're wondering how different it looks from online to mobile, you're witnessing it within this meeting right here. So,
And without Wi-Fi. This is all on cellular data.
dang, that's good. All right, shut up. That's damn good.
I was about to say it at the same time as you, but I didn't want to like lag our fucking audio out. But damn,
This is gonna be the longest quack.
Right.
So
Yeah,
sorry,
and
but
much
you gotta
fun.
have at least one quack moment. I gotta give us at least one quack moment.
I think you can say damn though. I don't know.
And to add to that, I am speaking all the way from India, connected to like American service right now. So
But I mean, like I said, you guys are getting the full experience. We're trying to show you guys exactly what it is that you will be getting into if this is a platform that you choose, that you want to. If you choose to use Seekers Chat for starting podcasts, starting YouTube, just have a room to chat and talk with friends and have a safe space to gather, whatever it is that you means to use it for. This is why we're doing this first episode, showing you guys like this is where all the hard work, blood, sweat, tears went into. And now we're all trying to figure out the ins, the outs. That's why they're offering the promo that they are right now. So that way you guys can see it for yourself. And honestly, this is what we honestly all expect from you guys too. Give us feedback. Give
Yes.
us feedback. There went my
Oh,
that's
there
it.
you go. See,
See?
that was
Give us
the
feedback.
universe saying yes. Give us feedback.
There you go. There you go. But give us
Yeah.
feedback. Like, we cannot improve. These people cannot improve this site if you do not tell them exactly the things that you like and what you don't like and what they can improve on. Every one of us has a freaking armor skin. You're not going to offend us on what you truly don't like. But we can't change and evolve and be better if we don't know what the problem is. So I love the idea of the promotion. Just want to let that know to you guys. I love the idea of the promotion on that as a beta testing idea. Because seriously, the only way y'all are going to improve is by at least guinea pigging it out, see how it works in the phase that it's in, let people try to get used to it. And if there's some kind of bug, now you know. Now you know. Not later down the road where it becomes an even bigger hassle. Trust me on
This,
personal experience.
I'm just realizing or noticing that there are 5 cams. This is the first time we've had 5 cameras in the same room, and it's I want to see 16 cams come up here very soon. So those this promo is great. Like let's do this. Let's have a room of 16 people and
I
see what
can't
that looks
wait to
like.
do tomorrow's podcast because tomorrow's podcast for the grand opening is going to be. I want to get 16 cameras. I wonder if I live stream it, if people watching would be like, "Oh yeah, I want to join," and they would join. I wonder. So I'm on the fence about whether we're gonna do this as a live stream the next episode, or if I'm gonna keep it as a video from the next episode. But I really, I'm gonna still do whole podcast for the another episode for the grand opening tomorrow. So hey, check it
What
out.
time do you think
Register
you're gonna
now.
do it?
For the live stream, I would start it. I'm on the fence about it because let's say it's Saturday. I would probably start the live stream about 10 a.m. if I was gonna start
It is not Saturday, it's Thursday.
Son of a, it's a Friday. It starts on. You're right. So then I would start it later. That would probably be an afternoon. If it was live streamed, it would be hosted in the afternoon. If it's
I get to be,
recorded, it's different.
I'll be at my destination about 3 o'clock.
Okay, that actually
on
3
Friday.
p.m. would be like perfect. So
I think
even
that would
later,
be a goal. I think that'd be a good hour if to do a live stream on that. And if that works for your schedule, brother, then that's perfectly fine because I'm on no schedule as far as how we can coordinate all this stuff. So like, just like with Raven, I mean, we can always contact each other some way, form, fashion, and make sure we're ironing out the details. But yeah, I would agree with you though. I think we should do a live for the next one, and only because it will allow people the opportunity to again see how this really works, and if they want to interact with us, and if they want us to help kind of walk them through a little bit of what we are learning with this website too, then that kind of helps them out a little bit too, because I'm sure we're not all familiar with the features either yet too. I mean, besides the creators, but for me and you, Raven, we're still learning the ins and outs too. So
I've been playing with this.
okay, well you can play.
already.
I gotta learn it.
I was like, the minute I got on here, dude, I was like, oh, what's this button do?
What I'm
What's
saying,
this
though,
do?
but
What's
it
this
gives
do?
other people, it gives other people a chance too to learn it as well. Because I'm in that boat where I gotta learn this system too. Because I'm a dinosaur when it comes to technology.
Dude, I'm a nerd when it comes to new shit.
I'm a
I will
dinosaur.
learn all the intricacies of what it does. If there's someone who's gonna break your shit in some software situation, it's probably gonna be me.
Good, because then we'll know how to fix it.
Exactly.
Let me explain to y'all like the process of how old my dinosaur brain actually is. I can write calligraphy.
That's awesome.
Name a child today that can write in
sick.
calligraphy, please.
I want to see you do
It's
it.
rare.
They don't
Yes.
even teach cursive. They don't even teach cursive anymore. Like,
Exactly. That's how old my dinosaur
I call that talent.
is. So let's keep this in mind here, y'all.
You could do a
Okay.
whole lesson here on how to do calligraphy here. So-
Straight
Okay,
up,
I'm not a
raise of
pro. I am
hands.
not a pro. Let's just be clear. I'm not
That's
a pro.
the-
I'm not an
so-
expert.
Let me say this: that is exactly the mindset that we would say, ditch that and say, whether you're a pro or you're an amateur, you have the passion for something, and that's enough to teach people how
True
to do
that.
things. So passion and the curiosity, that's literally our mission, is the curious
Oh.
connection
Oh.
and conversation with a growth mindset. So that means you want to teach something, bring it, teach us,
I just learned something on camera, and it's if you click on someone's camera, it'll actually maximize their screen for you, and
Yes.
click it off, and it goes back to normal. Just want to show you guys that. I didn't mean to break it during that whole.
Oh, no,
speech.
you're
I just clicked her, and I was like, "What did I do?" Sorry.
Are you
No
good?
worries. You can also share your screen from your camera as
Yes.
well. So that's one of the features that we
So
have. is
to
sharing
all
screen.
you gamers who are kind of over the Twitch shit and you want to have like maybe a little bit of a more creative platform where people can interject and watch you stream and all that, like there is a way to there is a way to jimmy it with OBS and Minicam and all Snapcam.
Okay, you don't even need OBS because you can directly share your game
That's
on here
right,
by
right,
sharing your
right.
window. And the bitrate
Right.
is smooth. I've tested this out myself a couple times,
Yes.
and we have really good bit rates for output.
Yes.
So my question is then, how would that work if somebody's trying to stream from a console? Because I'm a console player, so I'm interested on that one.
Okay, so for a console, you might need to have a capture card, and then connect it together.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
There's an extremely affordable one called ClearClick for sale on Amazon. I believe it's $35. That's what I use to run all my consoles
Okay.
through OBS. And it's like $30, and you can hook basically anything with RCA, S video, or HDMI with
Sweet.
that.
Because I got
Yeah.
an idea that I would like to throw out to you guys. Because I know majority of us are all gamers in here, correct?
I'm
Correct.
not a gamer.
Would you get
I'm
in? Would you get into gaming?
um not really. It's
Okay.
never been a thing for me. Music. I'm
What
a more of
about
a music.
Baldur's Gate? What about Baldur's Gate? Because they have so many mods and so many things that you can freaking do. I have found nothing but endless entertainment with that game. I have played that game 5 times all the way through, and every time I play it, I always get a different like ending. I get different cutscenes. I get different audio options. Like there's just so much, like
Well,
so much. And I'm just like, I love D&D so much. That's why I have my setup the way it is. I love Lord of the Rings. I love D&D stuff, and I'm just like, wouldn't it be cool if we either had like a D&D session or played like, you know, fucking
absolutely.
Baldur's Gate, which is
You
based
can
off
do
Dungeons
all
and
of that.
Dragons.
You
Like,
can do
I
all
think
of
that'd
that.
be sick.
Right.
You can do that here, absolutely. I may not be a gamer, but I would say gaming. This is my gaming, meeting
Ah, there you
people.
go.
This is how I game: is meet people online.
There you go. What's the game that they used to play back in the day? Russian roulette. What are we getting today? Are we getting a good person or are we getting a bad person?
I would like to
Game
make a
of
public
life is
service
what we
announcement.
call.
Russian roulette is not allowed on the site.
Yeah, I would like
Please
to
no,
also.
God
We're
no.
gonna have to. I'm gonna have to quack this part out too. Dang it, you guys. I
Hey,
don't
we
even
gotta
think you
give
could
some
say that on
entertainment.
YouTube, yo.
Hey, we gotta give you some entertainment. This is where the conversations go when you have it live stream. You know, we even forgot that you're even recording.
We're still recording, you guys. Like, we're still going.
course.
Still going.
I know.
But actually, I am going to end on that note that we do need to end this lovely podcast
Oh my god.
session.
Hey,
It's going to take me hours to edit this, okay, guys? Like,
It
hey,
yes.
at least it's
Most
plenty of
importantly-
content. But the key thing is though, like, you guys check out this website, check out these people. Don't have any fear about being trolled or any of that. This site gives you the power. And if you want a place
Yeah.
where you can come and be you and seek the people that you actually want to seek out Seekerschat.com and see where it takes you guys.
Seekerschat.com.
Like, share, and subscribe.
okay. So I'm going to say my little bit for the end of lose your mind and find your soul. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us and tune in for more. Smash that like button, swipe that. I said it wrong. Hold on. Lose your mind and find. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to end it like this. Whatever.